Think about this. Feeling tired after climbing the stairs, or noticing your ankles are a bit swollen at the end of the day. Most of us just brush it off as a normal part of getting older. But what if it's not? What if these are quiet whispers from a heart that's struggling? The scary part is that many early warnings of heart failure don't feel like a heart problem at all. They're subtle, sneaky, and incredibly easy to ignore. The truth is, a shocking number of people may have undiagnosed heart trouble and not even know it. Heart failure doesn't always show up as a dramatic, chest-clutching heart attack. More often, it sends quiet signals that we dismiss as minor aches, pains, or just aging. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on 13 early signs of heart failure that you, or someone you love, might be overlooking every day. This isn't about causing fear. It's about giving you power. The power to listen to your body, understand what it's trying to tell you, and get help before a quiet whisper becomes a desperate cry. Knowing these signs could be the most important thing you do for your health this year. So, let's get started. The first sign is one of the most common and easiest to dismiss: a deep, unexplained fatigue. This isn't just feeling sleepy after a long day. We're talking about a bone-deep weariness that doesn't go away, even after a full night's rest. You might find that everyday tasks you used to fly through, like carrying in the groceries, walking the dog, or gardening, now leave you feeling completely wiped out. This happens because a struggling heart can't pump enough oxygen-rich blood to meet your body's energy needs. To cope, your body starts diverting blood away from less vital areas, like your arm and leg muscles, and sends it to the most critical organs, your heart and brain. Imagine your body is a busy city, and your blood is the fleet of delivery trucks carrying fuel, oxygen. When the main pumping station, your heart, gets weak, it can't send out enough trucks. The city's outer neighborhoods, your arms and legs run out of fuel first, leaving you feeling weak and exhausted. So if you're feeling overwhelmingly tired day after day for no clear reason, don't just chalk it up to age. It's a serious signal that your body's engine might be in trouble. Our second sign is another one that's so easy to blame on being out of shape or just getting older: mild shortness of breath. Maybe you get winded walking to the mailbox, or you have to pause after climbing just one flight of stairs. What's especially telling is if you feel breathless while you're resting, or even when you're just lying down. This symptom, called dyspnea, is a classic sign of heart failure. Here's why. When the left side of your heart struggles, it can't efficiently pump out the blood it gets from your lungs. This causes a backup of blood in the veins leading from your lungs to your heart. That backup increases pressure and forces fluid into your lungs' air sacs. It's like a traffic jam on a highway. When things get backed up, cars start spilling onto the shoulder. In your body, that spillover is fluid in your lungs, making it hard to breathe. A specific red flag is feeling breathless when you lie flat, forcing you to prop yourself up with pillows to breathe comfortably. If you've started sleeping with 2 or 3 pillows when you used to only need 1, your body is sending you a huge clue. Don't ignore it. Sign number 3 is one you might notice at the end of the day: swelling in your feet, ankles, and legs. Maybe your socks leave deep marks on your skin, or your shoes feel much tighter than they did in the morning. This swelling is called edema, and it's a hallmark of heart failure. When your heart's pumping action is weak, it creates a domino effect on your kidneys. Your kidneys are supposed to filter out excess fluid and sodium, but a weak heart can't pump enough blood to them to do their job right. As a result, your body starts holding onto fluid. Thanks to gravity, this extra fluid usually pools in the lowest parts of your body: your feet, ankles, and legs. Sometimes, you might even notice swelling in your abdomen. While a little swelling after a long day on your feet is normal, persistent swelling that's still there in the morning is a major warning sign. It's your body's plumbing system getting backed up because the main pump is failing. A nagging cough that just won't quit is annoying. We usually blame it on a lingering cold or allergies, but a persistent, hacking cough or wheezing can be a serious sign of heart failure. This isn't your typical sick cough. It's often dry. If it ever produces white or pink, tinged mucus, that's a sign you need to see a doctor right away. This cough is caused by the same problem that leads to shortness of breath: fluid building up in the lungs. When fluid congests the air sacs, it creates irritation that triggers a cough. The wheezing sound happens when you try to breathe through those narrowed, fluid-filled airways. A key clue that this cough is heart-related is if it gets worse when you lie down. Just like with shortness of breath, gravity allows more fluid to settle across your lungs when you're flat, making the irritation and the cough worse. If you've had a cough for weeks that doesn't seem tied to a cold or flu, especially with other signs from this list, it might be your heart, not your lungs, asking for help. You step on the scale and see you've gained 2 or 3 pounds since yesterday, even though you haven't changed your diet. Before you get frustrated, you need to know this kind of rapid weight gain is a critical warning sign. This isn't weight from food, it's weight from fluid. When your body retains fluid because of poor heart function, it shows up on the scale almost immediately. Gaining 2 to 3 pounds in 24 hours, or 5 pounds in 1 week, is a red flag for cardiologists. This is why many doctors ask people with heart failure to weigh themselves every single morning. It's one of the best ways to track fluid retention before the swelling even becomes visible. If you notice your weight jumping up and down, or climbing steadily without a change in your eating habits, it's a strong sign your body is holding onto fluid because your heart can't manage it properly. We usually connect memory loss or confusion with senior moments or conditions like dementia. But these cognitive slips can be a less obvious, yet significant, symptom of heart failure, especially in older adults. If you or a loved one is experiencing more confusion, disorientation, or memory problems, it could be from reduced blood flow to the brain. Your brain is a powerhouse that needs a constant, rich supply of oxygen. When the heart is failing, it can't always pump enough blood to meet the brain's high demands. On top of that, changes in the blood sodium levels, which can happen with heart failure, can also add to the confusion. Often, a family member is the first to notice these changes: a shorter attention span, or moments of disorientation. It's so important not to just write these off as a normal part of aging. They can be a sign that the brain isn't getting the circulation it needs to work its best. We're about halfway through our list, and if any of these are starting to sound a little too familiar, please know this isn't meant to scare you. This is about putting you in the driver's seat of your own health. If you're finding this video helpful, please take a second to hit the like button and subscribe. Sharing this video might even help someone you love recognize these critical warnings. We have more vital signs to cover, so let's get back to it. Stomach problems are so common, which is exactly why they're often overlooked as a sign of heart trouble. But if you're constantly nauseous, have no appetite, or feel uncomfortably full after just a few bites, it could be your digestive system telling you the heart is struggling. This happens because the body is smart, and, in a crisis, it prioritizes. It diverts blood away from the digestive system to send more to the heart and brain. When your gut receives less blood, it can't do its job properly. This slowdown can cause all sorts of issues, including bloating, nausea, and that feeling of being full way too soon. The blood needed to digest your food and absorb nutrients just isn't getting there. Fluid can also build up around the liver and intestines, making you feel bloated and sick. If you've lost your appetite or feel stuffed when you've barely eaten, and it keeps happening, it might not be a stomach problem at all. It could be a sign that your heart's poor circulation is affecting your entire body. That feeling of your heart fluttering, skipping a beat, or racing can be really unsettling. These are called palpitations. While they can be caused by stress or too much caffeine, they can also be a sign your heart is working overtime to make up for being weak. When the heart muscle is weak, it can't pump enough blood with each beat. To try and move more blood through your body, the heart might start beating faster or more forcefully. That's what you feel as a rapid or pounding heartbeat. Sometimes, the electrical signals that coordinate your heartbeat get disrupted in a failing heart, leading to an irregular rhythm. You might feel this as a skipped beat or a flutter. This is a sign of the immense strain your heart is under. If you're feeling these sensations a lot, especially when you're just resting, that's a clear signal to get your heart checked out. Struggling to get a good night's sleep is a problem for millions, but certain kinds of sleep issues are directly linked to heart failure. We already talked about waking up breathless or needing to prop your head up on pillows. But another related condition is sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when your breathing repeatedly stops and starts while you sleep. This causes sharp drops in your blood oxygen levels, putting major stress on your heart. Over time, that recurring stress can weaken the heart muscle. It's a two-way street. Sleep apnea can contribute to heart failure, and heart failure can make sleep apnea worse. Fluid buildup in the neck and throat, common in heart failure, can obstruct the airway even more during sleep. If you snore heavily, wake up gasping for air, or feel exhausted all day even after a full night in bed, you might have undiagnosed sleep apnea. Getting it treated isn't just about getting better rest, it's critical for protecting your heart. When we think of heart-related pain, we picture a hand clutching a chest. But the heart can send pain signals to other places, and they're easily mistaken for muscle soreness. Atypical pain in your jaw, neck, or upper back can be a subtle sign of heart distress, especially in women. This is called referred pain. The nerves connecting the heart to the brain share pathways with nerves from other parts of the body. Your brain can get the signals mixed up and interpret pain from the heart as if it's coming from the jaw, neck, shoulders, or back. You might brush off a sore jaw as a dental problem or back pain as the result of sleeping wrong. But if this pain shows up with other symptoms like fatigue or shortness of breath, pay close attention. This is especially true if the pain gets worse when you exert yourself and gets better when you rest. That is a classic pattern for heart-related pain, even when it's nowhere near your chest. Pain or cramping in your leg muscles, especially your calves, that shows up when you walk and disappears when you stop, is a classic symptom of peripheral artery disease, or PAD. While PAD is a condition in your legs, it's very closely tied to the health of your heart. PAD is caused by the exact same thing that leads to most heart attacks: plaque buildup in the arteries. And if you have plaque clogging the arteries in your legs, there's a very good chance you also have it in the arteries of your heart. The leg pain happens because the narrowed arteries can't deliver enough oxygen to your muscles when you're active. People often mistake this for arthritis or just another pain of getting older. But because PAD is such a strong predictor of heart disease, you have to treat that leg pain as a warning sign for your heart. It's telling you that your entire circulatory system is at risk. Sometimes, the earliest sign of heart trouble isn't a specific pain at all. It's just a vague, persistent feeling that something is off. It might feel like general anxiety, a sense of unease, or even a feeling of impending doom you can't explain. This is your body's built-in alarm system going off. When a vital organ like the heart is struggling, it can trigger a full-body stress response. This can affect your mood and create a general sense of being unwell. Many heart attack survivors report feeling a sense of anxiety or dread in the days or hours leading up to the event. With chronic heart failure, this feeling can be more subtle. You might just not feel like yourself. This symptom is obviously not very specific, but when you combine it with any of the other physical signs on this list, it should be taken seriously. Your intuition about your own body is a powerful tool. Don't ignore a persistent feeling that something is just not right. Our final sign is another one that's easy to blame on life stress. A noticeable change in mood, like becoming more irritable or incredibly lethargic. If a normally easygoing person becomes consistently grumpy, or if an active person loses all of their get up and go, it could be connected to their heart. Just like with confusion and memory loss, these mood changes can be linked to reduced blood flow to the brain, which affects the delicate chemistry that controls our emotions and energy. The constant physical stress of a failing heart and the deep fatigue it causes can naturally make someone feel frustrated, irritable, and just uninterested in things. When an older person has these changes, families often worry about depression or dementia. While those are real possibilities, it's vital to consider a physical cause. 2. A struggling heart can have a powerful effect on your mental and emotional state. If you notice a big, lasting personality shift in yourself or a loved one, it deserves a full medical checkup that includes heart function. We've just walked through 13 subtle signs of early heart failure. From the deep fatigue you blame on age, to the mild cough you think is just allergies, to the swollen ankles you ignore at the end of the day, these are your body's quiet whispers. They are easy to dismiss, but they are far too important to ignore. The main takeaway is this: your body knows when something is wrong, and it will try to tell you. Your job is to listen. The idea that these symptoms are just a normal part of getting older is a dangerous myth. Finding and treating heart failure early is absolutely critical. It can dramatically improve not just how long you live, but how well you live. If you recognized yourself or someone you love in these signs, please make an appointment with your doctor. Write down your symptoms and be ready to talk about them. You have to be your own best advocate. Taking that step isn't a sign of weakness. It is a profound act of strength. It's the decision to stop ignoring the whispers, so you never have to hear the scream. Thank you for watching.